Get in here. Get in here. Get in here. Who's in here? Come through, fam. We lit. And we chill. Back with another live stream. So thanks for tuning in on this Sunday afternoon for me. Emil Johansson's here, Dark Claw, Suki97, Akansha. So it's been an interesting week, guys. Been an interesting week. Every time I decided, I'm going to do a video today, more news came out, and then more news came out. So I thought, let's leave it till Sunday for a live stream. Going to go over all the news that came out over the past week. Hello, Ozymandias, Ratagi, Philip Stephen. So lots of news. Oh, I forgot to turn on the music. There you go. You're an ugly dude, film slob, says Charles. Thanks, Charles. Thanks for tuning in. Sapnin Connor. So first of all, I want to thank our patrons over at patreon.com. We have Jose M, Cult Film Video, Derek Schultz, Cedric De Decker, Evan Turner, Curtis D. Berg, Maria, and of course, Maximilian, who designed this awesome little fellow. Yeah, look, it's a little shorty McShortbread. Chia! So thank you, Maximilian. He sent me 2 of these. It's quite good. And if you want your own, you should contact Maximilian on Twitter, and he'll send you one of these limited editions. So I just wanted to thank my patrons because I've not had a chance to thank them for a while. Thank you for your support, all that stuff. Been there for me when I've needed yous. And let's get on with the news. So this happened. I'll tell you right now. Batfleck was trending on Twitter. This was yesterday's news, right? Let's start there first. So Batfleck, hashtag Batfleck. Oh, I need to cough. Give me a minute. So yeah, hashtag Batfleck was trending yesterday because we just wanted to show our support for the Batfleck, Mr. Ben Affleck. And this was the RT Snyder cut. They said, we'd like to thank Jesse J. Essex, I think that's his name, or Jessex, DCFB, for such a great event today. Thank you for allowing us to help promote it. Thank you to everyone who came together to fight the good fight against the hate. What was the hate? I'll get to that later. And thank you to Ben Affleck and Zack Snyder for giving us the best Batman ever. That's what I'm talking about. And I did my bit, everyone did their bit, and we got Batfleck trending. Just showing our support, right, for the best Batman ever. No big deal. Then what happened? What happened? This is what happened. We had people like Jim Vivoda. And you can see his Twitter banner, right? You can see a monkey with a laptop. That basically sums up him and his friends. Monkeys with laptops. And if you go all the way down here, yeah, there you go. You had, see, he says, for all the people who made Batfleck trend again, he didn't want the role anymore. He has spoken candidly about his time making those films, fueled his relapse into alcoholism. You're getting the Snyder Cut. Please move on. Please, does that not sound familiar? Huh? Does that not sound like another, YouTuber who was talking about, the fans need to move on. They're harassing Zack Snyder. They're harassing Zack Snyder. They just move on. The Snyder Cut's not coming out. Well, it did come out, and Jim was one of those people who was like, I hope I never get to hear about the Snyder Cut in 2020 and 2021. Well, you're going to be hearing a lot about it, and that, you know how much that hurt? When the Snyder Cut got announced, you still don't realise how much that hurt these people. That the fans were right. That the fans had a voice. And they achieved something. They achieved what these bloggers did not want to happen. So Jim here, of course he works for IGN, right? He also said, I did like Affleck as Batman. That sounds familiar as well. And I'm a Zack Snyder fan. Remember that? The most physically believable of all the Batman actors. And he also looked like the Jim Aparo depiction of the character, but he clearly wanted to move on following his experiences making those two films. Or could it be the treatment he got from you and your friends, Jim? Maybe that was one of the reasons. So that was Jim. And who else? Who is Jim friends with? Huh? Who do you think? Let me just ask you guys a question. Who do you think Jim is friends with in the YouTube community? Huh? Let's have a look. Oh, it's my good friend, Christian Harloff and Mark Ellis. So there he is, Jim. Jim's there at the bottom. So it's like, why are we listening to these people? Let me just fix the window here. We already got these people telling us, no, move on from the Snyder Cut. You're wasting your time. It's never coming out. Then it changed to, well, you know what? You know the sneaky thing is, right? People like John Campea and people like Jim Vivoda, they were like, maybe they should release the Snyder Cut on HBO Max, unfinished. Yeah, maybe that's a good idea. Maybe that's a good... No, nah. Because you know what would happen, right? What would have happened is they would have released the unfinished with the green screen everywhere, with the storyboards filtered in here and there, and they would have said, look how bad this is. Nobody asked for this. And except for the Snyder Cut, the Snyder Cult, they would have called us. And they're still calling us that. I see Jim Vivoda also used as the Snyder Cult excuse. A Snyder Cultist insult. That's a good one. That's a good one, Darklaw. Goblins report, says Mattia. So yeah, that was... again, it just hurts these people that we were right. Now, we're not forcing Ben Affleck to come back. Nobody's forcing him to come back. We were just showing our appreciation. Now, if you watch the Lightcast, right, and he had Taylor from Cultured Nerd, if you saw their live stream, I think yesterday or the day before, they discussed that Ben Affleck has signed a new contract. Not hearing that anywhere else. It's Cultured Nerd, and they say that it's going to be announced in the next month or two. So Ben Affleck, he's happier, he's healthier. Maybe he wants to come back. Nobody's forcing him. It's his choice. And then, so there's all that, right? There's all that happening. Let me just, I saw Who was in here? We had Fatal J. Where was he? Fatal J's here. And Dammy Edwards, he's like, bloggers are now pretending to care about Ben Affleck's health when they just don't want Batman to come back and give their Batboy competition. Interesting. Now, here's the news. This got people talking. Well, actually, you know what? Let's talk about this first, right? This is coming from the Cinema Spot. The Flash film to feature Flashpoint Batman with Jeffrey Dean Morgan circling the role, reprisal. That's a lot of R's in there, man. So this came out last week, and this is from Thomas Polito. He's a scooper. He blocked me, and then he's unblocked me. I don't know what that's all about. Maybe he's trying to steal my scoops. Thomas Polito. And, yeah, it says here, the Flash movie is close to resuming production, and I've learned a part of that will be casting the Thomas Wayne Flashpoint version of Batman. Jeffrey Dean Morgan is circling the role, but last we heard, formal talks have not yet begun. However, that could change at any time according to our sources. And he previously played Thomas Wayne in BVS, the opening scene. His return is a significant one as it seemingly confirms the movie will at least partially adapt the Flashpoint storyline, where Flash goes back in time to save his mother and accidentally changes the whole timeline. So that's the thing, right? So this came out first. This news story came out, was it 8 days ago? And people were like, oh yes, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, he's back. But then this happened. Michael Keaton in talks to return as Batman for the Flash movie. Now, this is from Boris Kitt, or Heat Vision, Hollywood Reporter. Now, they are saying Michael Keaton, I think it was Grace Randolph. Was it Grace Randolph? Grace Randolph. No, that's later. Grace Randolph did a video where she was saying that he's going to replace, I think it was Daniel Richtman as well, right? Like that guy. Claiming that, Michael Keaton, he's actually replacing, the 70-year-old actor, Michael Keaton, replacing this 40-something Ben Affleck. And then, some of the bloggers ran with it. Oh yeah, Keaton's replacing Ben Affleck. And unfortunately, some DCEU fans are like, they've not learned anything from the past that, these people are just, they lost with the Snyder Cut argument. Now they're finding ways to, how do we get back at you? You guys, we hate you. That's what they're doing. So now they're trying to spin it that, oh, your precious Ben Affleck, he's being replaced. Jeffrey Dean Morgan, he's being replaced. Now, actually someone said that. I think it was Grace Randolph who said Michael Keaton is replacing, they're recasting Jeffrey Dean Morgan's Thomas Wayne, and it's going to be Michael Keaton. Don't get like, what? Because when you're opening up the multiverse, right? The multiverse opens up Tim Burton's Batman. And if you've got an older Bruce Wayne from that universe, sorry about guys, you can probably hear that, because some people in here decided to start working just as I'm live streaming. But hopefully that. But so that was another stupid thing, seeing Keaton's replacing, what's his name? Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Ridiculous. And then another thing. Then the next thing that happened was Grace Randolph saying, now that I've heard it from a second source, it seems word is indeed getting out, and so I can confirm the Snyder Cut cameo I've been teasing is indeed Ryan Reynolds for Green Lantern. I'm hearing Warner Brothers is working on putting the deal together now to make it official. Now, these are all talks. There's nothing official just yet. Let's wait for Justice Con. Let's wait for DC Fandom. DC Fandom. Let's wait for that before anything official comes out. But Grace Randolph, she's just teasing it. Oh yeah, Ryan Reynolds is coming back as, is it the Green Lantern? Is it the Hal Jordan? I don't know. But since Ryan Reynolds was Green Lantern in the Green Lantern film, everyone's thinking, oh, he's going to be the official Green Lantern. But again, the cultured nerd, they were talking about it on the Lightcast. All this news that's coming out is to do with the Flashpoint, not to do with Zack Snyder's Justice League. So Grace is taking this as, oh yeah, Ryan Reynolds is coming back as Green Lantern for the Justice League movie. The cultured nerd, they're saying, well, it's not, no, it's more likely as a cameo for the Flashpoint movie. Because it makes sense. You've got Tim Burton's Batman, got Ryan Reynolds' Green Lantern, nice little cameos, maybe short, maybe a small role in the film, I don't know, but maybe cameo at the least. Makes sense. And then who knows? This is coming from me. I'm not saying this. I don't have a source or anything about this, but what if Flashpoint is 2 films? What if Flashpoint is 2 films? You got Michael Keaton's Batman in 1, and then maybe the Barry Allen Flash, he meets the Thomas Wayne Batman in the part 2. I'm just thinking out loud. I don't know, I might be wrong. But it opens up so many possibilities. And this is what I really found interesting. All the discussions about it over the past week. So many to keep up with. I know Fatal J, our friend Fatal J, he doesn't like Ryan Reynolds. I can see his point. He is very kind of one note, one dimensional. He plays Ryan Reynolds. That's what he's like. He does his comedy is okay, I guess. He's funny in some ways, but I wouldn't say. I don't think Zack Snyder would have Ryan Reynolds as his Green Lantern. I just can't see it. He usually goes with actors who are a little bit unknown, newcomers. But Richard says, what's her second source? Her co-worker from McDonald's? Yeah, it could be. Then the next story. Oh, this is, again, this was like 10 days ago. Ray Fisher's Cyborg confirmed for The Flash. Confirmed, apparently. So, again, Daniel Richtman, he says, was this? It was Barbara Muschietti. I think it's Andy Muschiett's sister. Yeah, so the director of the Flash movie, Andy Muschietti, who did the It films. You've got his sister saying, clearly liking something about Borg life, Ray Fisher, coming into the Flash movie. And this has got people talking. And Daniel Richtman recently teasing that Cyborg was indeed consideration for the film. We can now officially report that Ray Fisher's Cyborg will be in the Flash movie, as confirmed by Andy Muschietti's sister Barbara, via direct message with a fan that has since been posted to Twitter. There you go. That's in Spanish or something. Obviously, that was our response. She had a simple answer. Flash movie comes out in 2 years' time, June 2nd, 2022. So, I want to see my boy Ray Fisher back. Somehow, some way. So that's Patty Jenkins. Come back to that in a minute. So let me know, guys, in the chat, all these stories that you've seen. Ray Fisher coming back. Possibly Ryan Reynolds as Green Lantern cameo. Jeffrey Dean Morgan? Question mark. I'm hearing that he's not in the film, but then some people are saying that he is. Michael Keaton. Is he coming just as Bruce Wayne or Batman and Batman? And of course, all these bloggers, these YouTubers, salty, it hurts them. So all that's happening. So I'm just going to check the chat, guys. I'm going to mute my microphone because I don't want to hear this banging in the background. I'm back. So what was the other news? The other news was Patty Jenkins says she has hit the pause button on Wonder Woman 3. Don't even know that, I don't think anyone was talking about Wonder Woman 3 just yet for some reason, but she decided to I'm putting pause on it, she says. I've really hit the pause button because the truth is, where that plot line was coming from was our state of being 6 months ago. And so I want to make sure that I'm totally absorbing whatever the result is, or whatever the result of this pandemic is. We're not starting to work on that movie right away. I'm hoping to do this Amazon movie before we do the third Wonder Woman. And I may not do either of them. I don't know what this Amazon movie as in Amazon film, Amazon video, Amazon Prime Video, whatever it's called. And I may not do either of them. You never know what will happen in this world, But yes, I think the plot line will stay very similar probably, but I want to make sure it's influenced by all of this. So it looks like she wants a modern day Wonder Woman that's kind of influenced by the changes that are happening in the world right now. pandemics, viruses, you know. Don't know, man. Oh, we've got our Brohawk up in here, David Brohawk Williams. Hello, David. No, I think she's not talking about the Amazonians. Amazon movie is a HBO Max movie, I believe. I think she means Amazon, as in Amazon Video. Well, everyone's disagreeing with me, but it's okay. Like spin-off of The Trench. What happened with The Trench, guys? Everybody wants to see The Trench. David says that will fail. Hello, Thomas. So, what's this? How many times, oh bloody hell, that's a big. How many times have the DC movie slate changed since Warner Brothers Johns cast out Zach, Ayer and Ben? We would have got Jail in 1 and 2. FLA, what's that? Bat Ben. Shazam, a better Shazam movie and a Gotham City Sirens movie instead of that BOP trash. So I know Dammy's not a fan of the Birds of Prey. So if any of you are late to the party, what were we talking about? We were talking about Batfleck trending. You know, we had a special event to get Batfleck, #Batfleck trending on Twitter. We had the saltiness from people, IGN's Jim Vivoda, who happens to be buddies with Christian Harloff. We had the news about, you know, Michael Keaton in talks to return as Tim Burton's Batman in the Flash movie. Jeffrey Dean Morgan, is he in, is he out as Thomas Wayne? Grace Randolph, who said that she did 2 videos, you know, she did like, oh, I heard that Michael Keaton he'll be Thomas Wayne. They're recasting Thomas Wayne and Michael Keaton's going to play him. Then she did another video. She's like, oh no, I have to correct myself. Then she also goes on record and says, yeah, Ryan Reynolds is going to be Green Lantern in Zack Snyder's Justice League. Whereas the cultured nerd, you know, on Lightcast live stream, he was saying, no, it's more to do with Flashpoint than the Snyder Cut. And that makes more sense. Then you've got Ray Fisher confirmed, possibly, for the Flash movie. Patty Jenkins hitting the pause button on Wonder Woman 3. What's this one? Henry Cavill, I forgot about this. Henry Cavill wants to keep playing Superman for years. I'm not going to play the video because I'll probably get copyright striked. It's on Variety. Talking about the responsibility of, you know, behaving himself and being a good person and all that stuff. What's this? A Suicide Squad game is reportedly in development at Rocksteady. Apparently this game has been in development for quite some time. And it might be called Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Don't know if it's going to be a shooter. Don't know if it's going to be a Batman Arkham's type game. Could be awesome. So there you go, everyone. There's the news. We're all caught up now. Click like, because you know I'm right. And let me go back to the Chizat. What's David saying? He says, Keaton to return is great, but if he is connected to the Snyderverse is a gimmick and would be a bad idea. I would say, well, if I heard some people say, you know, it could set up Batman Beyond. Right? I think that's everyone's kind of wishful thinking that it's going to set up Batman Beyond. Terry McGinnis. Ah. But, you know, we'll see what happens. Click like, because you know Gob's right. Blue Arrow says, there's no way we are getting Batman Beyond, can we? Never say never. Rujor says, with the current situation still out of control, I'm going to bet Wonder Woman 1984 will get delayed again to 2021 or go straight to VOD. That movie should have came out in 2019. Just up. So what? I can't remember. They said they needed to do the film right and they needed more time or something. That's why they delayed it. Maybe they should have released it in 2019. Carl is here. First time I've got a live stream in a while. Is that a new room you're in? Same room, just redecorated. Check this out. Light show man. DC Daily is dead. Time for the coffin march dance. If if Keaton is confirmed, would it be correct to say DCEU came before the MCU? Yeah. Great thinking there, Jay. That's some good thinking right there. I'm gonna... Oh, I need to screenshot this. It'd help if I turned on my bloody keyboard. There you go. Actually, let me do that again. Oh, it disappeared. Shit. Let me do it again. There you go. I'll put that up. I'll put that on Twitter, and the Marvel fanboys are going to lose their minds. So Rab says, how excited were you when Snyder announced the release of Justice League Snyder Cut? Mate, go and watch my reaction. It's on my channel. What if they get Tom Holland as for Batman Beyond? Then MCU fans are going to be triggered. You better believe it. I'll be triggered. I don't like Tom Holland. I think he sucks. Blue Arrow says, thanks for everything you've done with the Snyder Cut film, Gob. You're that inspiration to all of reminding us we still have a voice. Chia! I want that Batfleck versus Deathstroke Manganiello film. There's still hope yet, guys. Carl says, love the light show. I find it strange Cineworld are reopening just to show old films. I bet you they're Disney films or some shit like that. I know what Cineworld are all about. I think you're Joe Manganiello. I think I said Manganiello. Mangina. I think Ryan Gosling could do well as one of the Green Lanterns. I don't think Ryan Gosling is suited to these kind of big films. I think he's better off doing the indie films. I've not seen Timothée Chalamet as anything in any movie, so I think Dune is going to be the first one I see him in. Yes, Affleck has signed a contract according to the Cultured Nerd. So we talked about that earlier. Fingers crossed, guys. Can you imagine? Can you imagine the haters like Jim Vivoda, who we talked about? And all this little dickhead friends can be so annoyed. They're gonna spin it. Oh, he's coming back only because the fans. So I'd like Sil from Cultured Nerd. I'd like to have him on my channel sometime. What are your thoughts on Sofia Boutella as Grail and or Supergirl in Zack Snyder's Justice League? I wanted Sofia Boutella as I wanted her in Birds of Prey as one of the characters, but that never happened. So yeah, I like Sofia Boutella. Oh, they're bringing back Dark Knight Trilogy in IMAX and the extended Lord of the Rings. I might check that out, man. Hello, Zeverfett. You know what, let me go to Twitter and post that bad boy. That screenshot just that I took. RIP MCU. Look at this, guys. There you go, RIP MCU. Now we wait for the MCU fanboys to get triggered. Hello, Danny Niba. So if you're on Twitter, go and retweet that shit. Huh? Retweet the bad boy. The crybabies are coming. The crybabies are coming. Thank you, Maximilian. Still waiting to get my TV. I'll be there, right there, in that space. And I have nice lights behind it and shit. Should Jesse Eisenberg be recast? Are you serious, mate? Play the RIP DCEU clip from the... I don't have it yet, but I want the LG C9. 55-inch, I think. That's the only one I can afford. Even though that space is good enough for a... I think it's more than enough for a 65-inch. Will I stream on the day of the DC Fandom? Yes. So I will have a special live stream for the Fandom. I use a Mac Mini. The new Mac Mini, that's what I've got. LG Livescob. Yeah, I'm excited for Tenet. Well, that's been delayed. That's been pushed a little bit to August. So we need to wait a bit more. So, yeah. Drop some dope videos. Love those. What kind of dope videos? C'est full. Now, I just want to say, right, since 2015, right, when the Gob was born, film Gob was born, but it wasn't until 2016, late 2015, early 2016, that's when the real film Gob, Shorty McShortbread, that's when we started had to have a little bit of fun, say what was really on our minds. On our minds. That's when we had some fun. Now, back then, I felt like that I was the only one, the only person that was calling out the Rotten Tomatoes and the Colliders and the John Campias, right? I felt like I was the only one. But now, when Jim Vivoda came out and he said all that nonsense about, oh yeah, Ben Affleck, move on from Ben Affleck, guys. He's not coming back. Maybe he's right. You never know. But just, he was so, you could tell that they were like that little, so pissed that the fans just wanted to show their appreciation for Batfleck. And when I saw the response from people that I follow and people who follow me, they knew immediately what was going on. And it's been like this for the past couple of years or so. But immediately he was jumped on, right, in the comments and retweets. It's almost as if, guys, there's no need for a film gob. There's no need for me to roast everyone. You guys are already in the gob life. It's all about the gob life. You guys are part of the gob life now. But some of you know it, some of you don't, but you're part of it. Now you know what to do. Rujor says, DC fandom, what a epic 24 hours it will be. Zack Snyder's Justice League trailer, possibly. The Batman teaser, possibly. Wonder Woman 1984 trailer, Suicide Squad teaser, Batman and Suicide Squad game announcements. Wow, wow, wow. It's going to be fun. So much fun, fun, fun. The gob life mentality. I am gob life. Gob life forever. Hashtag gob life. Fandom. Hashtag I am gob life. Favourite DC character would be Batman. The gob life equation. The anti-shell equation. Kneel before gob, says David. Gob dome. I am gob dead. The hell are you talking about, man? Don't know what that means. So I think we'll leave it there, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. It's been about 40 minutes, 45 minutes. Thanks everyone for tuning in. If you missed the live stream, just go back, rewatch. You can do that. Thank you, Mattia, who was here, Akansha, Lex, Igor, Rogelio, Rujar, Danny Niba, Emil Johansson, David Williams, Brohawk, Dami Edwards, Suki97. Thank you everyone for coming in. Of course, you can follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Letterboxd, Twitch. I shut down my Discord. I should get rid of that Discord logo. Because I shut it down, I was like, nah, just one less thing to worry about, one less thing to kind of bother with. So there's only a few people in there. So I shut that down. Of course, you can support us on patreon.com/filmgob. Join our other patrons. Or if you don't want to join a Patreon, you can donate through paypal.me/filmgob. Yes, for all you PayPal users out there. But again, still, Randall Savage still needs to make his debut. Coco Rodriguez still need to return. Oh, thank you, Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne just subscribed. Bloody hell. He's all about that gob life. TGM355 is now following. Where are you following TGM355? You can also watch our Collision Talk podcast with David. Me and David did an episode. That's in the Collision Talk playlist on my channel. Go and watch that. So thanks everyone for tuning in. Until next time, my knuckleheads. I'm Shorty, he's Shaker, and you're not. Ta-ta.